Kuberaa, a gritty political thriller that dares to question power and privilege. Kuberaa, directed by Saker Kamula, is not your average commercial potboiler. It is an intense, politically charged socio-thriller that dares to ask tough questions about class, corruption, and the cost of ambition. Featuring a stellar cast led by Dhanush, Nagarjuna, Rashmika Mandanna, and Jim Sarb, the film explores the intersection of wealth and poverty, ethics and survival, all set against the dark alleys and sprawling chaos of Mumbai. What struck me immediately about Kuberaa is how different it feels from Kamula's previous work. Known for more subtle, emotional storytelling, Happy Days, he ventures into far more layered and morally ambiguous territory here. The narrative is complex, but it remains grounded in human emotion, something that holds the film together even in its slower moments. Dhanush plays dual roles, and unsurprisingly, he delivers a powerhouse performance. As Deepak, a former CBI officer navigating the morally gray world of powerful businessmen and covert operations, he is brooding, intense, and convincing. But it's his portrayal of Deva, a vulnerable man from Tirupati who gets sucked into a world of crime beyond his control, that truly showcases his range. Dhanush effortlessly switches between both characters, giving us someone to root for even when the narrative turns grim. Nagarjuna, in a rare departure from his usual charming hero persona, plays a gray-shaded character with style and subtle menace. He's part mentor, part manipulator, a man who understands the cost of power. His chemistry with Dhanush adds weight to the film. Rashmika Mandanna, although given less screen time than I had hoped for, shines in the scenes she's in. Jim Sarb, on the other hand, is cold, calculated, and brilliantly unsettling as Neeraj Mitra, the corporate puppet master who runs an entire empire built on greed. The film's storyline isn't linear. It weaves between characters and timelines, and though this may feel slightly disjointed at first, it eventually builds into a cohesive, gripping narrative. We follow Deepak's investigation into a beggar mafia, only to realize he's entangled in a web that stretches far beyond what he imagined. Kamula uses this setting to reflect the deep inequality that exists in urban India, where the rich rule the poor with invisible chains. Visually, Kuberaa is a treat. The slums of Dharavi, the high rises of corporate Mumbai, the dusty temples of Tirupati, all are captured with gritty realism by cinematographer Nikith Bamireddy. The production design immerses you in the chaos of both poverty and privilege. Devi Sri Prasad's background score adds to the urgency and drama, without ever overwhelming the emotions of a scene. That said, the film is not without its flaws. At just under 3 hours, the runtime can feel a bit exhausting. Some scenes, especially in the second half, seem repetitive. There are long conversations about morality, capitalism, and personal cost that could have been more concise. The pacing dips at times, and though the emotional payoff is worth it, it requires patience. But what I truly appreciated about Kuberaa is its ambition. It doesn't spoon-feed you. It trusts the audience to stay engaged with complex characters and morally difficult decisions. It isn't just a battle between good and evil, it's about the blurry space in between, where survival sometimes requires compromise. In a landscape where many films play it safe, Kuberaa dares to be bold. It's thought-provoking, relevant, and backed by incredible performances. It may not be everyone's cup of tea, especially those looking for light entertainment, but for viewers who enjoy layered storytelling and cinematic risk-taking, it's a rewarding watch. Kuberaa is an ambitious political drama that highlights both the ugliness and humanity hidden behind wealth. With its powerful themes, gripping performances, and unapologetic voice, it leaves a lasting impact, even if the journey feels a bit heavy.
Hope you like the video. See you with another interesting video. Bye then, signing off from Black and Blank.